Geithi nyingi mwiroreri wa Sawa TV nituoka niguo tukumenyithie uria bururi wa tinda ari tariki 30 mweri-ini wa Mugaa wa Keri mwaka wa 2021 na ni thiku ya 273 kana na ithatu cia mwaka uyu na twatigia thiku 92 mwaka uinikirire rito ria kwanithirikwa wa ithira na kemutauri na njira ciko ni Sabina wa Geshini twa betrole maria tukuharireirie. Mamwe maria tukuharireirie mohoro-ini maitu ma thaa ithatu. Kiama gia KANU kwanirira Gideon Moi ta murirukia wa federa mwaka ukite wa 2022. Beu njithi kurio metikire kwiyandikithia ta aikia kura riri IEBC yambikite wandikithia. Na arutwo gwituma hari gwetha kihonia kia ng'aragu ya mahinda kwa mahinda bururi-ini. Na guririkania ati no unyitanire na ithui mohoro-ini maitu ma muthenya wa umuthi na gututumira ndumiriri nguhi kana ndumiriri ya WhatsApp na bani kifugu 7779 kifugu 488 kifugu 7779 kifugu 488 na tukiambiriria ni ati kiama gia KANU riu ni kianireire Gideon Moi ta mutongoria wao na kuga riu ni matuite itua ria gukamunyita mbaru kitaitano-ini kinene gia githurano kia mwaka ukite wa 2022. Itua riri rianireirwo kiungano-ini kia anyiti mbaru kiama giki nio delegate kiria kiuma Bomas of Kenya toria Purity Nyaguthi wa Muriithi aratariria.
Chama kiko imara chini ya Gideon Moi.
Ni kiungano kiria gikugemetio ni atongoria kuma miena yothe ya bururi magikira kirore itua riao ria kugweta seneta wa Baringo Gideon Moi ta murirukia wa federa ya kiama giki mena mwihoko munene ati ahota gugatuika mutongoria wa gatano wa bururi.
Hatutikisiki tunapepea.
Akiaria kiungano-ini giki Moi augite aratanya kuhurana na ungumania kaimana na guthondeka muturire wa Mukenya na njira ya kurehe uthii wa nambere bururi-ini.
I want to declare that our half time is over and we are back. The game to do is different. Lazima form ikue different.
Moi ndanariganirwo ni gucokeria aruna ke ngatho nio Moses Wetangula na uria gutumanite Kalonzo Musyoka, Musalia Mudavadi na Raila Odinga aria magwikinyitie kiungano-ini kiu ni kiria augite ni kumunyita mbaru mubango-ini wake.
To my good friends and party leaders, Honorable Kalonzo, Honorable Mudavadi, Honorable Weta, and indeed, Honorable Raila Odinga. Asante for joining us today. Asante sana. As KANU, we value your partnership and moral support.
Makiaria kiungano-ini giki atongoria ni magwetete Moi ta mutongoria murumu na mwagiriru hari kurirukia federa ya kiama giki.
Na Gideon akapewa. Mimi nilimwambia simama imara. Wewe ni wewe. Mtu asiambia wewe ati wewe si ni dynasty. Mzee Moi alitoka kule kienda huko juu Sacho, ufukara kubwa.
KANU, as you start your planning process, as Ford Kenya, as One Kenya Alliance, we are going to work with you.
No kĩũria nĩ rĩrĩ, hihi atongoria nĩ magakorwo ndebe-inĩ gĩthurano-inĩ gĩũkĩte kana makarũgama na Moi ta mũrirũkia wao wa bendera? Ngĩribotera Sawa TV, Getwa Purity Nyaguthie wa Mũrĩithi.
Orĩrĩa Kenya mathiĩte na mbere na kũrarakwo nĩ thogora mũnene wa petro, nayo kamĩtĩ ya bunge ĩgiĩ maguta ĩgathiĩ na mbere kũgomana nĩguo kũnyihanyihia mathogora maya, mũtongoria wa kĩama kĩa ANC Musalia Mudavadi na yumĩrĩtie na kuga kwĩna kamweneni ka mwĩhoko na kuga maguta kũgũa thogora nĩguo kũhũthĩria a Kenya mũtũrĩre, kuona kĩng'ũki gĩa corona nĩ gĩakorirwo gĩkĩhutia biacara cia Kenya na njĩra nene.
Asante sana. Mimi nataka tu niseme kwa kifupi kwamba tuna matumaini makubwa kwamba viongozi wetu wa bunge vile senator amenena watachunguza kwa kina kabisa kwamba ni kitu gani kinafanyika katika sekta ya mafuta ambayo inatutatiza kama Wakenya. Kwa hivyo mimi nawaunga mkono kwamba wafuatilie kabisa jambo hili litatuliwe. Jambo la pili ambalo ningependa kusema ni kwamba kuna ile stabilization fund kwa mambo ya petroli. Ni vizuri tena wazingatie na waone ni kwa nini stabilization fund inaonekana haitusaidii. Watafanyaje ndio isaidie mwananchi ili wakati mgumu kama huu bei ya mafuta isitudhuru zaidi. Na mwisho, ile tax structure kwa petroleum products tena ichunguzwe. Kuna taxes nyingi sana kwa petroleum products ambazo zinajazia bei ya petroli ama ya mafuta kwenda juu. Na sasa sisi tunangoja vile senata amesema kwamba bunge itatuliwe swala hili, na sisi tunawaomba wabunge wasiwachilie tu, wajue kwamba kuna shida. Na tena taifa, serikali nayo tumekuwa tukisema nao wamejiingiza kwa programs nyingi sana ambazo zimetuweka kwa madeni, na kulipa madeni lazima ushuru utozwe. Sasa tena hiyo ndio effect ya yale madeni makubwa ambayo pia yamekumba taifa letu. Lakini najua wajumbe wetu wakifuatilia vizuri watatusaidia na suluhu. Wameondoa Kenya kwa ile list kwa sababu inaonekana labda hakuna any new variant. Lakini la muhimu tuzidi kujikinga kama Wakenya, kwa sababu hiyo haimaanishi
Abunge a gĩcigo kĩa Mount Kenya nĩ macemanirie na mũtongoria wa kĩama kĩa ODM Raila Odinga mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ arĩ mĩhang'o-inĩ yake ya gũtigĩrĩra kura cia gĩcigo gĩkĩ nĩ ciaingĩra kĩondo-inĩ gĩake. Mũtongoretio nĩ mũmbunge mũtumia kana mũrũgamĩrĩri mũtumia wa Murang'a Sabina Wanjiru Wachege. Abunge aya nĩ merĩire Raila atĩ nĩ makũmũnyita mbaru.
Beginning of a new journey, and we are very happy that we have started with this kind of conversation. We also have liked the approach of Baba coming to talk to us, humbling himself, because we are tired of people chest thumping and looking for our support by force. So from today we have started a new journey and we are going to work together.
Mlima Kenya huwezi pada kama huna mwelekezi, na kwa sababu kuna wengine wanafikiria kwamba wanaweza panda mlima bila mwelekezi. Yeye amesema anataka mwelekezi wa kumpadisha mlima. Kuna wamepanda mlima watateleza kwa sababu mlima ule ni mlima mkubwa sana.
I also came to try to find from them some information about how to climb the mountain. They've shown me different routes to be followed until you reach the Lenana peak.
Arugamiriri a kiama kia ODM kaunti-ini ya Siaya ni matetete ni undu wa wagi wa indo njiganu cia wandikithia wa kura. Oho ni moritie mbeu njithi makorwo makiyumiria kwandikithio ta aikia kura toria Nyambura wa Mwangi aratutariria.
Arugamiriri a kiama kia ODM ni monanitie matoko ya mao ni undu wa gukorwo matarĩ na indo njiganu cia guteithĩrĩria hindi ya wiyandikithia wa aikia a kura. Mihango ĩrĩa ĩtanyitwo kwambĩrĩria wiki yũkĩte.
As the patron will leave no stone unturned, because we want to ensure that all the 23,000 potential voters are registered.
Makĩaria na andĩki a mohoro thutha wa mũcemanio ũrĩa mararagĩrĩria ũrĩa mangĩtabania mihango ĩno ya wĩyandĩkithia marĩ kaunti-inĩ ya Siaya, mũcemanio ũrĩa ũratabanagio nĩ John Orwenjo uria ni murugamiriri wa kiama kia ODM mwena uyu ni matethete ati wadi ciothe mwena uyu cihetwo kiti oro ithatu tu.
In collaboration with the other stakeholders, we are making plans on facilitating additional kits to up our numbers, and in doing so we'll go an extra mile of even providing incentives to those who turn up for the registration exercise.
Judge Adeya naugite ati ni makurutithania wira hamwe na niguo matigirire ati andu othe ni mandikithio kuona ati indo iria mahetwo ni nini.
It has been a while since we did registration. We have young people who have since become 18 and have IDs but no vote. We also want to ensure that we are prepared effectively so that there will be no challenges. So the
Mubunge mwamure Jacqueline Odol naugite ati arugamiriri aria magatabania mihango ino ni mehariirie na ni makurutithania wira hamwe.
That Kenya needs to move forward. Kenya can work together, and the only way that we will get Kenya working together is when we have democratic elections through proper registration.
Oho munini wa gavana wa Kiambu Dr. Joyce Ngugi ni ahoete andu ethi metikira kwiyumiria na kwiyandikithia niguo mundu akorwo agicagura mutongoria uria arona ni agiriire.
Turera andu especially youth aria mataregistete hindi wingi makaumira na namba nene me register nigetha makegwatira guthura mutongoria uria ngoro ciao ingieta.
Andu-ini ha Sawa TV ngetwo Nyambura wa Mwangi.
Thegio Nyambura wa Mwangi. Igoti mwena wa Meru ni ritwiriire andu eri kioho kia maisha nundu wa gukorwo manyitikanite na mithogoto ya bangi. James Muthiora o hamwe na Frida Karemi ni maria matwirirwo kioho kiu ona kuri uguo ni monanirie kwaga kuiganira na mauga ni magucokia cira riko toria Njeri wa Kang'uru aratariria.
Arugamiriri a kiama kia ODM ni monanitie matoko ya mao nundu wa gukorwo matarĩ na indo njiganu cia guteithĩrĩria hindi ya wiyandikithia wa aikia a kura. Mihango ĩrĩa ĩtanyitwo kwambĩrĩria wiki yũkĩte.
As the patron will leave no stone unturned, because we want to ensure that all the 23,000 potential voters are registered.
Makĩaria na andĩki a mohoro thutha wa mũcemanio ũrĩa mararagĩrĩria ũrĩa mangĩtabania mihango ĩno ya wiyandikithia marĩ kaunti-inĩ ya Siaya, mũcemanio ũrĩa ũratabanagio nĩ John Orwenjo.
Your sentence is very harsh and excessive.
James Muthiora mena andu angi atano, umwe wacio ari mutumia wake ni mekinyirie igoti-ini muthenya wa umuthi mbere ya mucirithania Honorable Muraguri thutha wa guthitangwo ni undu wa gwikuirwo kunyitikana na mithogoto ya bangi.
Out of those 5 accused persons, amefunga wawili ambaye ni James Muthiora na bibi yake, ameachilia wale watatu.
Mwena wa athitangwo ni mareganite na itua ria igoti ria Meru Low Court na kuga ni magutwara cira mbere igoti-ini ria High Court ni undu wa kwaga kuiganira na itua riri amu borithi matiaheanire wira muiganu.
Upande wa defense tutaenda High Court because vile tumefanya hiyo kesi ni ile ushahidi ambayo ililetwa na polisi, si ushahidi ambayo inafaa kufunga mtu yoyote. Maana ile ushahidi ya polisi mostly ilikuwa inasema kwamba kuna bangi ambayo ilikuwa inapatikana kwa ile boma ya huyu James Muthiora. Na ile wakati tulienda na koti pale tukuona hiyo shimo, walisema bangi ilikuwa kwa shimo lakini hiyo shimo haikuonekana. So on the basis of that, tutaenda high court.
James Muthiora na mutumia wake nio manyitekanire na mahitia na kuohwo kioho kia maisha.
Wamefungwa live imprisonment na pia kwa kaunti nyingine wakafungwa miaka 5 ama walipe faini ya 4.5 million.
Handu-ini ha Sawa TV, ritwa riakwa ni Njeri wa Kang'uru.
Reri iyo itagwo mitambo na kuri hindi inanaga ikarega moko ma andu. Riboti iyo ya Njeri wa Kang'uru niyo tukwamba guikiria nayo no twacoka twina mangi maingi.
Ni sawa.
Thegio ni guthina mbere kunyitanira na ithuĩ ni Mohoro Ma Sawa thaa 3 na tugithina mbere ni ati atongoria a kanitha na ateti a kaunti ya Naikuru ni macemanirie kanitha-ini wa Sitam mwena ucio wa Naikuru no ria ugukungũyagira miaka 10 niguo makorwo makiariria utongoria o riri kanitha ucio uma no ukungũĩri ucio. Atongoria kana amwe a atongoria aria magwikinyitie ni hamwe na Governor Lee Kinyanjui na ni makorirwo makioria ateti makorwo magikira Ngai hari utongoria wao.
Leadership, I think we must all admit that leadership is not like a plant that grows in the wild. It just happens, you know. It is a dedicated process. It is deliberate, and if as a country we want to just hope that leaders will happen and somehow they will come and lead our county assemblies, our national assembly and counties, then we'll be in for a big problem. Most of the nations across the world that have made great strides have taken leadership to very serious levels. In fact, if you look at countries like the UK and others, you know, children are born knowing that they are part of the monarchy, they are trained on philosophy, military, sociology, so that finally when they get to the helm, they can be able to use all those skills. But sometimes in some of our third world countries, the reasons for which we choose people have nothing to do with their experience, their knowledge, and sometimes it's because of sectarian considerations, and they come from our village. And I think the outcome of those decisions is there for all of us to see. I think it's therefore important that as a nation we look at a more dedicated approach. The people who represent the counties, the nation, even our ambassadors out there are the image of the nation. And therefore, if they are limping, the whole nation limps. So it's important that just as the church has taken leadership seriously, the nation also needs to take leadership seriously to get the right people, to make the right decisions. And as we all know, decisions made in our places, in parliament, at the county level, have a huge impact on the community.
Ruhonge rwa ukinyaniria bururi niruo Communications Authority of Kenya nirwambiriirie campaign ya gutigirira ati ciana ni ciakorwo cikihonokio kumana na mitugo kana na maundu manenda-ini cia ukinyaniria na maria matetikirite kana matetikirikite. Mĩhang'o ĩno ĩtongoririo ni First Lady wa Kenya niwe Margaret Kenyatta na ĩgũkorwo ĩgĩthundũrwo kaunti-inĩ ngũrani gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ.
Kampeni ya kũgitĩra ciana kumana na ũhũthĩri mũru ng'enda-inĩ cia ũkinyanĩria nĩrugũrĩtio ni First Lady Margaret Kenyatta, ũndũ ũrĩa ũkĩte o rĩrĩ internet ĩrahũthĩka makĩria thĩ yothe, kuona atĩ kuma kĩng'ũki gĩa COVID-19 kĩagũmĩire mabũrũri maingĩ na kũrehe mogarũrũku na makĩria rĩrĩa andũ mararanĩria, aingĩ nĩ magarũrũkĩire ng'enda-inĩ ici. Tugĩte atĩ tabarĩra ĩno ĩkũrongoreria makĩria ciana na andũ ethĩ gũkorwo makĩruta mĩgambo yao rĩrĩa makorwo makĩhetũkĩra moritũ makihudira mitambo ino ya internet.
We have also seen how this platform has become the future of communication for all of us. The pandemic brought an unexpected and accelerated exposure to the internet, which for many of us has also imposed new challenges. It has changed how we work, how we connect meaningfully with our family and friends, how children learn, and how our youth have started to grow their social and economic space.
Agicokeria ngatho andu aria matumite undu ukinyanire niatariirie ati tabarira ino ni guteithia hari guthomithia ahuthiri na ni mwihoko wake ati ni ikurehe maumirira mena umithio kuona ati mweri-ini wa kanana mwaka-ini wa 2015 campaign ino ni yarugũrĩtio na yarongoreire aciari, arimu na aria angi matungataga ciana.
This campaign is therefore an important undertaking. I congratulate the Ministry of ICT, Innovation and Youth Affairs, together with the Communications Authority of Kenya, for demonstrating commitment to your roles as ICT regulators and for executing your mandate in consumer protection of communication services.
CS wa ICT Joe Mucheru niataririe ati ni kihoto kia o mundu kuhuthira internet no ni wigirĩrĩki wa o mundu gukorwo agiteithĩrĩria na kurora ciana indo iria marona guku kuona ati aingi ni makoragwo makigarurira mĩkĩre yao ya maundu kuringana na kiria mona ng'enda-ini ici.
I'm privileged to join you today as we launch this noble initiative that requires our combined effort to find a lasting solution. We must and should dig very deep if we are to tame the runaway societal moral decline wrought by the internet globally, and in particular its negative impact on our children. We cannot live without the internet. In fact, the United Nations affirms that the universal access to the internet is now a human right. Today in Kenya, the internet penetration stands at 85% of the population, as has already been articulated. The number of smartphones has risen in tandem, bringing internet accessibility to the most remote regions of our country. What this means is that even children who can barely walk have unlimited access to the internet.
Munene wa igoti ria Supreme Justice Martha Koome nieranĩire gukorwo makinyitanĩra na nĩguo guteithia kugirĩrĩria mbeũ njĩthĩ na ciana rĩrĩa marahuthĩra internet, kuona ati amwe ni moraga na kuingĩrĩra maũndũ-inĩ matabatie, kuona ati maũndũ maingĩ thikũ ici tũrĩ mabataranagia ng'enda ici.
We read often in the media of how technology has led not only to the assaults on children, but also to a host of other antisocial behaviors such as identity theft, breaches of national security, fraud, invasion of privacy, and so on. As the Chief Justice and the head of the judiciary and chairperson of the National Council on the Administration of Justice, I acknowledge we have a legislation and policy that have been developed to ensure that Kenya is ready to address any violations within the cyberspace.
Hadini Hasawa TV Getonya Bura wa Mwagi.
Aruti a wĩra rũhonge-inĩ rwa ũkui na ũtwarithia wa matatũ thitĩnji-inĩ ya Embu rĩu nĩ morĩtie thirikari ya kaunti ĩyo kũhũrana na wendia wa njohi kĩwanja-inĩ kĩu, makiuga irabu cia wendia wa njohi rĩu nĩ cingĩhĩte makĩria. Mwandĩki witũ Purity Nyaguthi wa Mũrĩithi nĩwe wĩna maingĩ.
Break Wines, Linash Wines and Spirits, Drips and Drinks, Jerovava Enterprises, no imwe cia irabu kana ũrĩa ciũĩkaine ta Wines and Spirits iria irĩ gũkũ stage ĩno. Na mũingĩ wa nduka ici nĩguo ũcũngĩrĩirie kĩrĩa aikari mwena ũyũ marauga nĩ hahu, kuona nĩ ciraikia matereba magerio-inĩ.
Wine and Spirits kwa stage zinaharibu sana. Tukiangalia upande kama watoto wakifunga wanaenda kwa hizo Wine and Spirit na wananunua askari wanaenda huko wakiokota pesa huko kwa hizo hoteli. Kwa hivyo siko stage, na hiyo kitu inaonekana na inaendelea. Hata dereva akitaka kukunywa anaweza nunua sonda take away na aweke huko ndani.
Akiaria na andĩki a mohoro, mũikarĩri gĩtĩ wa Ketno Sacco Patrick Warũĩ augĩte igeria rĩa kũria thirikari ya irabu ici nĩrĩringĩte ihiga, akiuga kuonekaga ta matarenda kuona no mamaheaga marũa ma wĩra ũyũ.
Hatungetaka kusikia anything to do with alcohol ama ulevi wowote kwa karibu na bus park. Kama vile walisema baa ziwekwe mbali sana na shule, hata kwa bus park zinapaswa kuwa mbali sana. In fact, kwa bus park ni hatari hata kuliko shule, kwa sababu wakati dereva gari inabebana kwa stage na hapo next ni pombe iko pale, akunywa pombe anahatarisha maisha ya wale abiria amebeba. So tungetaka hizo vitu ziondolewe kabisa kwa bus. Ni kama hawataki, kwa sababu the same county government ndio wamelicense hizo biashara. So tukaona hiyo ni changamoto ya kwanza. Ndio kama Sacco tukanunua alcohol kupima madereva wetu, na tunawapimia kwa stage. At times tunaenda kwa barabara kufanya spot checks, tunasimamisha gari, tunapima madereva.
Oho mwandĩki wa Sacco ĩno Justus Ngevi augĩte irabu ici nĩ ũgwati kuona mendagĩria nginya ciana cia cukuru njohi, akĩũria thirikari gwĩtĩkĩra kũnyitanĩra nao nĩguo kũnyihia irabu ici.
Shirikiane hata na security agencies waweze kutuondolea hizo outlets zinauza pombe huko kwa stages, kwa sababu tumeona hata wakati mashule inafungwa watoto wanakuja, unawaona wanajiunga pamoja.
Ngĩribotera Sawa TV, Getwo Purity Nyaguthie wa Mũrĩithi. Arũgamĩrĩri na atabania a magongona ma Irua kaunti-inĩ ya Bungoma nĩmaheanĩte mĩkaana mĩrũrũ kũrĩ atwarithia a nduthi ona ateti igũrũ rĩgiĩ ũhũthĩri mũũru wa nyĩmbo iria cihũthagĩrwo hĩndĩ ya magongona macio, na arĩa magũthiĩ mũgarũ na ũguo nĩ magũthitangwo.
Wimbo ya kikweli ya kitamaduni ya kutairisha vijana nimewakataza, kwa sababu hiyo wimbo wetu tukiimba tutakuwa tumechinja ng'ombe, tumechinja mbuzi, tumechinja kuku, ama tumetairisha kijana, tumemwaka damu. Na wale wenye wanaimbia wale wezi mbaye wanaiba na wanawapiga marungu, na wale wa MCS watafute nyimbo zao. Mimi nimekataza kama chairman wa Bungoma County nzima. Nitaelezea mzee wa Rukana, tuwapeleke kotini, tuwasitaki.
Ningeuliza County Assembly ya Bungoma ama serikali ya Bungoma kwamba ikaweze kutenga pesa ama fedha kiasi kidogo, ili kwamba hizo fedha zikaweze kutumika kufanya civic education, ili kwamba watu wetu waelewe ya kwamba hizi nyimbo wakiimba wanaenda kinyume na maadili ya Waluhya. So nikipenda kwa county government kutumia chini ya Ministry of Culture kwamba wakaweze kufactor ama kutenga pesa kidogo, ili kwamba ikaweze kusaidia kufanya civic education, ili watu wetu wakaweze kuelewa.
Na tũgĩtigana na ici cia ũhũthĩri mũũru wa nyĩmbo cia Irua kũrĩa Bungoma, tũigire kaunti ya Samburu kũrĩa mwandĩki witũ Sabina Wangici atũharĩirie riboti ya ũrĩa kaunti ĩyo ĩrageria kũrũa na ng'aragu.
Kwa ihinda iraya aikaria na arĩithia mahiũ kuma kaunti ya Samburu nĩ makoretwo magĩtangĩka nĩ wagi wa maĩ, ũndũ ũrĩa ũkinyĩte mũthia thutha wao kũgunĩka na maĩ matheru ma mahũthĩro mao hamwe na mahiũ mao. Aikari aya nĩ maugĩte nĩ marathiaga thabarĩ ndaya gwethana na maĩ marĩa kaingĩ mataiganaga mahũthĩro mao ma o mũthenya.
Kidogo borehole tena ikaharibika, tukapata shida zaidi. Ikawa sasa kutoka watu wale ambao wanaishi hapa chini ya milima na juu ya milima, tunateremka tunaenda mpaka Uasuniro, tunaenda kutafuta maji. Tunapata maji baada ya siku mbili ukingangana kutafuta maji. Tunaenda tena mahali inaitwa Njoro, tunaenda mahali inaitwa dam ambayo iko pandi ya Naisunye. Kwa hivyo tumeangamia, mifugo imeangamia zaidi.
Rĩu maugĩte ũteithio ũyũ wa maĩ nĩ ũkũmaguna na njĩra nene, amu nĩ meharĩirie kwambĩrĩria ũrĩmi na maĩ macio.
Tukapata maji sasa, ikarudi tena hali mzuri. Kwa hivyo kwa wakati huu sasa Tunaona sasa ng'ombe imepata maji, ngamia imepata maji, watu wamepata maji, hata punde imepata maji.
Thegio muno riboti yo ya Thaburu niwe gututirihira mohoro maito ma thaa 3 ritwa riakwa ni Thirikwa Waithera nake mutauri na njira ya ciko ni Sabina Wageci Raria Mwaki.